Mira, yo aquí leyendo y el micrófono apagado. Bueno. Qué suerte que el tanque es difícil de matar y que el chocobo pega bastante duro. Bueno. ¿Qué es esto? Vaya. Qué buen chocobo. Muy bien. Possibly so dark. That goodness your own harm. You will have a reason every week to have a rather unwelcome visit from the children. Your acquaintances was Master Montoya then. My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so told to take a closer look, I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. But then I noticed of the venomous spiders. They have been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they are preparing for something. Any guesses what? It could be anything, really. If it means the end of the blessed, nothing will be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a tree to the nest where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nest, and we will have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan! I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then he settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search above for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to your visit, but once they are knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. Two will suffice, I should think. If it was all the same for you, I'll be returning to the little book. I don't want to get in the way. Stay safe, and may the shadows keep you. Sí se calienta mucho eso. Or were you able to find any? The guard returned to the little boy, but not before offering his thanks. As for the hives, Tancred and I were successful in acquiring what we needed. How would you fare? This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry, before the beasts begin to stir. The bag is a little tight. Would I rather not keep the beast buzzing about in there longer than we have to? The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oak. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Estamos lejos de lo que creen. We should move quickly before any of the children arrive. Oh, there is the airway. Do you see it? A bit far, perhaps. A bit far, perhaps. We should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it close. You know that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! By the heavens! They are everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! Sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their post. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create distraction to buy Stola more time. Should anyone pass me, it falls to you to guard her. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of a laughing above board in the shadows? Come now, Tancred. The shadows are fitting the place of warriors of darkness. Now, if you both are ready. Come, I'll be right behind you. Lucky. The front seems to guess this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they will not place this near potential distraction from their worship. Perhaps the monument is for Tarim. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We are not like to come here a second time. To behoove us to learn all that we can. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, a thin feather suitcase. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their horn raised from an unreckoned darkness. The central figure is considerably faded.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man. A researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it? Compared to the others. Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Good to see my distraction proved successful. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Django, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Description of heroes from the ages of gods. The Roncan Empire and immediately before the flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has not been on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be used in the future. Let us hurry to visit the boat. The others are waiting. After we are returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I decipher anything of report, you will be the first to know. Jingo, the ward told me you left with Master Matoya to Owen O. And no sooner you return you return than she locks herself away in her chambers with us no such a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that's all that it matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will be soon ready.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Meanwhile, en Ulmor, ni siquiera lo puedo pronunciar como lo pronuncian ellos, ni siquiera me acuerdo cómo lo dicen.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king, nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
Mira tú.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
Qué conveniente.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing!
We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
That rumor has gained foothold here in the woods bodes ill for the Knights Blessed. Surely there is something we can do to help Knights Blessed, isn't there? The war had been afflicted with a most terrible and efficacious poison. We had attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present we can but slow the potion's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. There must be something we can. There must be something we can do to help the Knights Blessed. Must in there. Okay. How far is the young guard? The poison spread through his system long before he was brought here. At present there is no we can do but to try to ease the pain. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would make little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is not an impossible task. What of the rest of the Blessed? How have they taken the news of Elmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay. We cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I consider convocation of all Knights Blessed that we might consider the ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot, abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not done yet. Is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee. I am not one to run from my troubles. In fact, with Django's arrival, I am mind to take the offensive. The Ulmoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Were darkness to fall over Raktika, they will have no cause to remain. All which is rather easier said than done, unless, of course, you have finally deciphered the tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it we can prepare everything we need to enter Ixmaya. Why say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny your fate, but one course lies before us. For the next blessed. Good. I leave the blessed in your capable hands, Runar. Very well. I see there is no change in your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet, we will need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in time past. One such seal will be waiting for us in the complex underwater ruins not far from here. You have some experience with aquatic excursions, don't you know? Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of the lake of Lake Susimekta. While you see to that, Minfilia and I will remain here to help shore up Slitherwood's defense. Your aid will be greatly appreciated. No sé por qué me confunde tanto estas cavernas. There you are, ready for a swing. The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins, beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism, rooted in the symbolism of Roncan culture. The Roncans sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in the pantheon, there was in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as a protector of the wood, an arbiter of life and death. Below these were four others, each equal in rank: Wolf, Colibri, Opo, and the Wolf. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, words, alignment, and harmony, respectively. To open the chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to three of these beasts by placing one's palm on monuments wrought in their image, and this must be done in a specific sequence. If an interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the three commandments which follow. Eat praise into the snake, by its strength do or lands prosper. Be as the Opo, rival Fikin. Okay. Snake. Opo. As all perceive betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf. Move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony in their kin. The tablet says note of the placement, size of appearance of the monument. Alas, hopefully all will be clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. Ok, antes de hacer eso, no te regreso. Ok, ya regreso. Quedamos en que un chapuzón. Ay. Ok, ahora sí. Creo que esto es lo que estaba buscando. A ver si se me pasó a revisar algo acá. No. nomás está esa entrada. Tengo que interactuar con algo, pero... Vamos a regresar con mi pistola. Y vamos a entrar en el lago que está arriba. Con esta pistola. A ver si ahí está la entrada. No creo, pero... Ah, no sé nada. Sí, no debería de ser. No, no es. No, aquí estás. Y estás aquí abajo. A dos recompensa revealed by Star Lupin which rest a medallion. You take it and secure it inside your closet. Okay. Do you find it? This medallion. It bears the old insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt. This is the seal of Ronka. Well done, Django. We can begin our preparations to enter Ixmaya in earnest. Okay. Nueva. Wearing the seal, it should be possible to enter Ixmaya, unmolested by its gardens. I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. I'm so glad you are safe. Everyone is ready to go if you are. We have done what we can to prepare them for the worst. Still, we should hurry before the children return with Elmorian reinforcements. That you all found the seal is perhaps a bittersweet proof that the aid for which it was so painstakingly forged never came. Thus did the Empire crumble, its ruins reclaimed by the wood. Fate is ever a fickle mistress. Good, you are here. Runar opened the gate for us but a moment ago. Beyond lies Ixmaya, and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the Bush Protectors to find me last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. So we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Now, let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods.
seem we have found them.
Aparentemente tienes razón, Istola.
You trespass upon sacred ground! Begone!
Wait! We did not come to!
Ooh.
Stop! We mean you no harm. Sister, is that... We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor. It appears to be genuine.
Then perhaps there is yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right? Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Good to see you didn't lose your way. You Sares are strange slot, aren't you? Abu had the seal that we may confirm his authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There is no mistaking the crest of the loyal family. It is proper size. It is of proper size, and by its weight it is plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, Alice of Ronka. I am Almet, chieftainess of Fano. Umet, her younger sister. Sinet, a pleasure. We are beginning to lose hope that you will come. I beg your pardon. These are troubled times for my people. So I can but imagine what was compared to I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you like, I show you about the village. Though I must warn you, it is long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. This way, what's your name? Yengo? Yengo. And it is a common name nowadays. How times change. But I digress. Come. And be sure to watch your step. Creí que brillaba esta espada. Qué decepcionante. They call themselves bees, is that right? Not terribly diverse people from what I can see. For a moment I was worried they wouldn't accept the seal. For 3,000 years they did wait. Incredible. Not dwelling. Once we have learned all we can of the warden at his whereabouts, we should be on our way. As bearers of the seal, you have right to know what the king of the empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard. We served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears the final decree of His Eminence before Ronca's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronca made to thrive, such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall be queen of all, and thus will Ronca live on. By this command, we have remained in the Rakitika Greatwood, guardians of Ronca's rings and the wisdom held within. I hope you will not think the question impertinent, but did the people's famed longevity perchance play part on the Emperor's decisions to entrust this mission into tea and time? That was one reason, yes. We bees would easily live to see three of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are no more feet than ours to stand watch over the remains of Ronca. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land, but now Fano is all that remains. Our members dwindle year and year. Before long, there will no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth to be told, I had begun to think it would never come. Sister? You are glad for your presence here in the Great Wood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours, should you wish it. You need only ask. You come in search of the Light Warden. My apologies, but I don't know where it makes its lair. Umet, do you recall sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. "30? Well, that would mean... Who are you exactly?" Irene. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen heard of the abomination you seek. We have to speak with the other beasts then. But of course. Then we should split and inquire immediately. If someone knows something, I will hear it while there is yet time to act. Empecemos por este nivel. Aquí estás. It was no my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if there is hiding nearby, I would know about it. To cheer for the Light Warden, I cannot say I have ever laid eyes on it. Our duty protects the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. The Light Warden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. How how they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the warden is grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Ah, sí, podría ser eso. An outsider? But how? By the gods, allies of the Empire, my sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother. May she rest in peace, told me once of her experience in the woods. Before settling here in Faro, she lived in a village near Raktika Falls, until it was destroyed by the Scimitars. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of abominations, one which was different from the rest. It was larger for one thing, but what struck her was the way each fellow seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the Light Warden. Nada más entrego este quest. Y nos despedimos. Were you able to learn anything? Were you able to learn out of the warden's whereabouts? Myriad are the tales the beast did share with me. Alas, none made mention of the warden or its lair. No one I spoke had seen or heard nor heard of the warden. But that may not be surprising, given the disinclination to stray far from the ruins. You hadn't looked speaking with the bees. The bees. I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. Near Raktika Falls? Why I was not told of this? I think I see now why it was never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of Raktika Falls. I can assume it lies deep within the woods of Ismaya. You saw, but the tunnel which leads to the collapsed there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters, and it has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear the way to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the warden to take sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, though it would be at great peril to you and your companions. The Kitana Ravel, a temple to the southeast. It has been sealed for centuries, but within is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ronka, it can. First we must go to Kmul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored, there, a path through the Kitana Ravel can be opened. This may sound tangible obstacles. There is a certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted or forbade us leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting, that we might not be tempted. The means to do so were withheld from us. We come to show you the way. The rest will be up to you. It will seem we have our work cut out for us, shall we? We have no time to waste. Let us be about it then. If that's your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters at the Gmul Astropolis, I would ask that your sister accompany Beranger and Tancred and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating tactical faults, this is possible. The Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it will behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Well met, Simet, I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should your present course prove false, do not, but that Tancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. Okay. A ver. Se ve raro como todo aquí, pero no está mal. Bueno, dicho esto va a ser todo por esta noche. Gracias por la compañía y nos vemos mañana, si no es que el miércoles. Depende de cómo esté el día. Bueno, entre tanto, chao, tengo noche.